We here at JATF Productions are not sponsored by Fortnite or any of the other games we will be mentioning in this podcast. If you would like to game with us, let us know in the Fumbling 4 Network Discord. This podcast may talk about items and updates that have already passed, depending on when the episode was released. Please enjoy the rest of the show. Fortnite Radio.
And welcome back to the S4 Nite Fortnite podcast. I'm your host, Samurai, and with me today, I have the lovely Helena.
Hi.
Hello, my beautiful fiance. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. Good. I'm glad we're doing good. And today, we are going to be talking about what?
Fortnite.
Yay! We're going to be going into Blitz. We've been playing Blitz. We have been playing Blitz. I was playing Blitz for a while. I started with the first week that came out. I played a little bit, not too much. Second week was the Avatar themed. Third week was boss fights. And the fourth week is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, it's exciting. I saw that. I thought it was just like an item shop drop, and I was like, oh, the Ninja Turtles. And then when I started playing Blitz, I was like, oh, you can use their weapons, which I stated before too. The turtles, you can use their weapons in other game modes and stuff like that. So they incorporated, I don't remember how, I don't think I was there when they did it, but they incorporated the Ninja Turtle weapons before in Fortnite. So they are usable weapons when you like create your own rooms, create your own games and stuff like that. But they added them for the drop-in starter weapons for Blitz for the fourth week. How do you feel about them?
Well, as someone who doesn't typically Fortnite, well, at least shooting games, I do like these weapons because I am an up-close and personal stabby kind of person.
Yes.
So I really actually enjoyed them. There was a couple that I did prefer more than others. But yeah, I did enjoy them. I did enjoy playing Blitz.
Yeah, I think Blitz is more with these weapons. Again, you play a lot of the Assassin's Creed. You're a hack and slasher. So you're a bit of a gamer. But you have when it's like when you're doing Assassin's Creed and it's like bow and arrow stuff. You're like, no, I need your help because you're better at like the shooting aspect. Do you turn on the aiming assistant?
Yeah,
and that helps. But no aiming assistant in Fortnite, unfortunately. But you do pretty good with shooting too. You do.
Yeah, depending on the weapon.
Right.
So it depends on the gun itself. Some of them, if they have a lot of kickback, then I have an issue because it drifts where I'm aiming.
Right, the cursor, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of drifts it, and I'm like, I feel like I struggle a little bit there.
Right. Versus like I would think more, and again, it's up close and personal. You like being up close and personal when you're duking it out. But I think the shotgun is more your speed because like you pull the trigger and it normally comes back to where you pull your trigger. It's just
right.
It's a slower speed of shooting, but you get up close and pow, you get them. But speaking of the favorite weapons out of the 4 turtles, which is your favorite to use?
So, my favorite. Okay, so it is a tie between the two. I really like Leonardo's. I really like the twin
katanas. Are great, yeah.
Yes. Because they're quick.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I like to be able to just swing them fast. Then my second favorite is Michelangelo's The Twin Size. I'm a big fan of...
Raphael's.
No. I thought it was... No, Raphael, I thought had the nunchucks.
No, it's the other way around. If I gave you the information, I'm so sorry. Well, I did that yesterday.
I'm not a... I don't really know the turtles.
If I did that to Ethan
That's
yesterday.
what-
He's like, no, it's the reverse. And then he Googled it. I was like, oh, yeah.
You're making me look stupid on here.
No, it's okay. It's my fault. It's I take
It
full
is.
credit.
I tried
But-
to do my research. I'm calling you out right live on this podcast.
It's fine. I did it yesterday. I called myself out. I was like, no, it's Leonardo with the bow staff, and Ethan goes, no, that's Donatello. I was like, I should know this. I'm a turtle fan. But Michelangelo is the one with the nunchucks, and then Raphael is the one with the sai. Which I also find it pretty funny because, and the way I should have remembered this is Leonardo and Michelangelo are more the calmer ones. Like Leonardo is like, Donatello and Michelangelo are the calmer ones. Donatello is considered the nerd, the geek, so he would have like the dull, weapon, and then Michelangelo is the jokester, so he would have the dull weapon. Versus the two serious ones, Leonardo and Raphael, they have like the pointy stabs. So that's how I should have, but my brain is not here or yesterday, so I messed that up. I'm sorry. I love you. But yeah, no, you don't like the nunchucks. You don't.
No,
do
the
not.
nunchucks are not my favorite. By far, I do not like them.
I don't think
they don't do as much damage as I
right,
want them
and
to.
the reach doesn't go far
The
either.
bow staff, though, I do like that one. I was able to kind of murk quite a few people.
Right. I feel like the bow staff has a lot of more reach though.
Yeah.
So you can get to them
And
quickly.
also, too, I'm spinning. When you're using that, you
Right.
spin.
It's a lot.
So you're getting...
Yeah,
like-
you're covering more distance as
Yeah.
you're using it. Versus the nunchucks, it's more like you got to be close to them to use
Right.
it. But I mean, I would think the same thing would be for the size. But you seem to like Merc with the size. Too.
Yeah. Again, nuts. I am very good at when it comes to stabbing games.
Yeah, a lot of stab. Assassin's Creed. But yeah, so overall, we've also played the regular Battle Royale versus Blitz. And I know when we played Blitz, my brother wasn't a fan of it. He was more of a fan of the Battle Royale. I feel like you sway the opposite. You're a fan of Blitz for now because the weapons you drop in
Yes.
versus Battle Royale. Tell me your pros and cons with both. Like, what did you like?
Okay, so again, I haven't played much of either or. I have played more Blitz than regular Battle Royale. I like that Blitz is faster,
Mm-hmm.
so things are like, it's quicker pace.
Right.
I do like that. Battle Royale definitely is slower. Also, the map is bigger. I feel like there's more chances for someone to get me before
Right.
I can get them.
This is true. Because I've done it. I've, like, picked up a sniper and I've just, like, scoped out and just stayed in one area and sniped a bunch of people and then, like, made it to the end. Because, again, like you said, it's a lot of ground to cover, and if you're not really paying attention or watching your back, like,
Right.
100%, yeah, someone could pick up a sniper and just stalk you the whole time and then get you.
Right.
So, but as far as like the map's concerned, do you feel like you get lost in the bigger map of Battle Royale?
A little bit, but also too, I like that in Blitz, because the map is smaller, the people around me, I can get 3 or 4 people within the matter of like 2 minutes, versus in Battle Royale, I'm looking for people.
Right.
I have to run to go find them,
Right.
essentially.
And that was us even playing squad, so there should be like, they should be more packed together, and easier to find. But like in Battle Royale, with such a huge map,
Right.
even when we're playing squads, it's hard to just find
Right.
people versus like.
Right, because there was times that we were all playing together, and it was really hard. Like, we couldn't find people, or one of us would kind of veer off,
Right.
and we would find somebody, and then by the time the other ones got there, our partner was already down.
Right. So cool. Yeah. So big difference between Battle Royale and Blitz. I know you've played like a couple of other games that involve pew pew pew, like shooting. Like again, we mentioned Assassin's Creed. Can you compare like Blitz or Battle Royale to any other games you've played as far as like, oh, I've played this, so I can like kind of adapt myself to Fortnite?
So the way I've been playing Blitz and even Battle Royale, which is again, I'm shooting them a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but not nearly as much as I'm stabbing at them or I'm like hitting them with something.
Right.
I would compare it more, I guess, in my opinion, to what I have played would be Assassin's Creed because again, I am more of either a horror game,
Right.
puzzles, or like stabby. That's
Right.
it. I'm not much of a shooter. I do know in at least the Assassin's Creed that I do play, which is the
Odyssey.
Odyssey. It's a bow.
Right.
So again, I kind of cheated a little. I put guide assistance on. But that's because you don't realize how not the people, it's the animals.
Assassin's
That they
Creed.
just move so
Yeah,
much.
the
and
animals
I can't
move.
focus on them.
Yeah. They are. I don't know if it's like they're supposed to mimic like, oh, technically like animals are more dangerous than people, but
Right, but
Assassin's
also, too,
Creed does it
animals
really
will
well.
Move more,
Right.
Especially when they're trying to fight, they're not going to stand in one spot and just continue to fight at you, or to shoot at you,
Right.
or attack you. They are more likely their body movements are going to sway, they're going to
Right.
move, things like that.
Especially when you have the wolves where like there's a bunch of them now, they're all just like coming around you.
Right.
So I guess they try to make it more like realistic. Where like, hey, these are a pack of wolves, and they're not. It's not like they're attacking you one by one. Because I know there's some mechanics in some games that do that. I know Batman's a big one that does that. Like, if you're fighting like 5 or 6 bad guys in Batman, only like 2 or 3 would be like in your fighting zone. And like you're only like they're not all attacking you once. Versus like Assassin's Creed, you got 4 wolves, they're all just attacking you.
Yeah, they will all just come right at you, or
Right.
even people for that matter.
Right.
If there's a swarm of guards or whomever, they will just swarm you. They will all start just attacking you,
Right.
and then you die quick.
Yeah, you gotta be skilled. You gotta be
Yeah.
skilled. But we're going to take a quick pause. Thank you so much for that. And we have a little insight into Blitz and what we want to talk about, but we're going to go into the middle of the show. So hang tight and stay tuned. All right, and we are back in the middle of this show. And what we're going to do first, before we get into the item shop, is we have some lovely people to plug in.
Yay!
So, by far my favorite, I think I'm going to let you do this plug. Our friend Jasa. What does Jasa do?
So Jasa is a home baker,
Ooh.
and she is the owner and creator of Gammy's Baked Goods. We have had quite a few of her cookies.
Yeah, I think
And-
more than we should.
Yes, her cookies, her cupcakes, her cakes. Oh, she is amazing. She's truly talented. She creates such delicious food, and you can tell she puts a lot of love
Yeah.
into her cooking.
And
Which is great.
They're not just regular cookies. They're like well themed. They're like quirky.
Yes.
They're like mixtures you never would have thought of. Like I know she did the Fruity Pebble one, where she put
Right.
Fruity Pebbles in her cookies, kind of like a
Right.
sprinkle, like a
Right, but also too kind of reminds me of one of those cereal bars, but like
yeah,
way more delicious.
way better, way better. It was a lot better. And then for some of them,
And they're
she's
so
in.
big too.
Yeah.
They're huge.
She makes dips for them, like not just the cookies, but like there's dip. Like I had it was the blueberry cookies with some other dip, and I like the cookie itself was great. With the dip, it was like so much greater. It was
Right.
so delicious.
It was like a glaze. you could
Yeah,
pour
it
on.
was so
Yeah.
good. She does a really amazing job. But like,
Will say some of my favorites are her pistachio cookies.
yeah.
Hands down one of my favorites. And her butter beer cookies. They are so good. But she did just create a Instagram, so everyone can go and follow her there at Gammy's Baked Goods, all together. There is no spaces, no punctuation, anything in between. Gammy's Baked Goods on Instagram, and you can follow her there. Her flavors change weekly. Most of the time she does pre-orders. She'll
Right.
let you know what the flavors are for the week, coming up, and then she'll be like, hey, you can pre-order, let me know what you want. Prices are not horrible.
Right.
And she is starting to deliver, which is lovely. She's starting to ship them places.
Right, mostly everywhere. I would say across like the United States so far.
Right.
But yeah, she is getting her cookies out to everyone that wants them. So, if you check out her Facebook, it's gonna say she's stationed at, wherever she's stationed at. But don't let that hinder you from getting her cookies, because she can send them out to you.
Right.
And again, they go so quickly too. They really do.
They really
like
do.
when
She sells out.
Yeah, when she posts on Facebook, they're going out. Like they go out. Like the 4th of July one she did.
Oh my word! Some of those look so good. I so wish I had a couple dollars just to get like one of each.
I'm telling you, she's gonna be the reason why we're gonna spend a lot of money, because and we did. We dropped a lot of coin on her, and I was like, and she's like, you sure this many? I was like, yes.
So worth it.
Yeah. And then it was funny because she's like, you just bought cookies, and I was like, I don't care. I want them. I ran out. That's why I'm buying more. But they are so good, and she does a fantastic job. And like Helena said, she puts so much love into them. You can tell. Like they are just this is her passion. This is her love. This is her life. So it's great to see, and that's why we also like plug her in too. It's great to see like someone that's just taking their craft and like, I'm gonna share it with the world, and I love that. And they taste really good.
Yes, they do.
They do, and they need to pack on some weight. I need to put on some more weight. But we're gonna move into our other plug-in. Our other good friends. They are twins. They are rappers. Their label is Metanoise on the music part, but they also have a podcast. Discuss did apostrophe D, like cyberpunk apostrophe D, same thing. And they do a podcast just like we do. So fellow podcasters, and you get 2 shows in one. You literally get a performance. They would rap whatever song they choose, or sing, or whatever song they're going to perform that episode. They'll perform it live for you, and then once they're done, they jump into whatever topic they're going to jump into. It's a really chill vibe. These guys are great. They're my best friends. I grew up with them, and they're hilarious just because they're twins, so they bounce off each other pretty great. And you can tell just like the love that they have for each other, and the topics they talk about, and it's again just it brings me joy seeing them just vibe off like that. And I know, Helena, you may not know them very well, but like they're I don't know how to explain it. They're quirky like me, maybe not as nerdy, but you will be surprised because I know Kenny does play Fortnite, so we're gonna have to get him on and vibe with us for some time. But they're so busy; they're just like making moves.
They're incredibly talented.
Yeah, their songs are great. They make some of the beats their own, and then sometimes their friends make their own beats. But all the lyrics come from them. There's no ghostwriter, no nothing. I can testify to that because again, I was with them when they started their music journey, and it's great to see how much progress they've gained, and how much they've just like skyrocketed. And I know the music industry itself is like hard to get into, but the one thing these boys is resilient. They did not give up on their dream, and they kept pushing forward, no matter how many times they got like a foot forward and then like 2 steps back. But they kept going on, and they're branching into different avenues. So I'm very proud of them, and I want you guys to check them out. Check out our fellow podcasters that are just trying to share their love for what they do with the world. So they want to talk about cool things, and then they want to share their music with you. It is mature content for those that are of younger age, so just be aware the content is mature. They have no filter, which makes them, to me in my opinion, makes them funny. Like they don't have a filter, they don't put that on. But including with their music is a reflection of their heart, their passion about everything they do. So but last but not least, we have our last plugin, which I haven't been plugging them in. I've been doing it as kind of like an end of the show thing, but I believe they deserve more recognition, is the Fumbling 4 Network. They've invited us to be a part of their network. They are on Discord, so go check out all their podcasts. They're also podcasts too, and they do tabletop RPG live. So they record it, they stream it on Spotify, and they're great. It is the Fumbling 4 and the Almighty Crit. You can find all their stuff. Aaron and Ario also do different things. They do a Legend of Zelda Lorecast, which is great. And I want to touch on that too, because again, that's helped me out. Again, I haven't the console to play all of the Zelda games, but just playing them the little that I did, and then listening to the podcast has helped me connect better with my best friend Phil, who's into Zelda. He's played most of them. He's gotten the console to do that, but it allows me to like communicate and like have that deeper connection with him. So yeah, so hats off to them for bringing people together in this community, of this gaming community. But they have like Resident Evil 1, they have a Cyberpunk tabletop RPG that they have on Spotify, and these guys have a lot going on and they're really great. So I'm just giving a shout out to Fumbling 4 and the Almighty Crit and all their stuff that they're doing, so you can catch them and you can catch us on their Discord as well. So it's the Fumbling 4 network on Discord, and you can chat with us there. You can, you know, see how we're doing, and if there's anything else you guys want us to talk about, that'll be the place to put it, besides our Facebook and YouTube channel, and also TikTok, our TikTok channel too. So if you guys want us to talk about any different topics, if you want Helena to come back for more episodes, or any of my guests that I've had on here, more than welcome to give me shout outs. Of course she'll be back talking about more stuff, because she's getting into Fortnite now. And speaking and spinning it back to Fortnite, we're gonna go over, and since I'm able to display things on this live feed, we're gonna check out the item shop here, and we're gonna just go down the list. And again, a lot of things have changed, and we all know the item shop just kind of like goes like water, like it just evaporates. But so far right now, which I really love, this is the summer shop in the Fortnite item shop, and I love this shark. I love the safety shark. Yeah. He looks so cool. He looks really good. And when we were looking at it before, you're like, yeah, I think he saved my life. I wouldn't be afraid.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I would definitely be okay with it if he took a little chomp out of my leg. Because he just looks super friendly.
He looks super friendly. A little terrifying, but super friendly, I guess. It's the clothes. If he didn't have any, like, if it was just like a beefy shark
yeah,
humanoid thing, I'd freak out. I'd be like, don't save me, don't care, run. And then you got this Chomp Sir, who's actually in a shark outfit. He looks like some like secret ops person, but like, yeah.
He scares me a little bit.
Yeah, he's more scary than he's scary than the actual shark. He's pretty intimidating. But like when you look at it, like you look at the picture on Fortnite of him, and then you look at like his regular like skin. He's not.
Yeah, his regular like when you see him completely, he's not that scary. But no. In the picture.
Yeah, that's a terrifying picture of him. He's pretty.
I'm afraid he's gonna bite me.
Right, he's more scary than the shark over there. The shark's like, I'm just chilling, bro.
I will say, the Chomp Stompers are by far my favorite thing.
The shoes, they are cute, and they look so cozy too.
The cutest thing. I would wear them in real life if I had them.
They look cute. They really look cute. They're adorable. And you got the comfy Chomps, which is like the actual suit. So he looks pretty comfy. It's like a onesie. It's like a shark onesie without the head.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. I like that.
Like he's being swallowed.
Yeah. It looks like the shark's kind of, or he's like turning into the shark.
Yeah.
But I do like this surfing glider here. This hammerhead robot thing. That's pretty nice. The sail shark.
Cool.
I would get that. That looks pretty cool. I don't know what character I'd use it with, but that looks cool.
Sharky slappers.
For the pickaxe, that's pretty cute.
Those are cool.
It kind of looks like torpedo missiles, but like, or like the front of like, you know, like back in the day when they had the airplanes and they would like paint like stuff on the airplane. Yeah, like the old school airplanes like from World War II and stuff like that. That's what it reminded me of. But we're gonna move down. Of course, the turtles are back and they're gonna stay. I'm guessing for as long as this Blitz week runs, but you can get all their stuff. You can get all 4 turtles and April O'Neil. Don't know if they're gonna bring the villains back. I know they had Shredder. They had 2 different types of Shredder before, and then they had Rocksteady and Beat Bop. So I don't know if they're gonna bring them back. But you have Inkville Gang, which is pretty interesting. I know a lot of people play Inkville, but they made an appearance in here. I've seen some of their skins before running around, but they're back in here too for a little bit. Then you have the Goldbound, which is the soccer stuff for your original skins, to get some of that stuff. They look cool. I like some of their emotes where they're just, you know, hanging out playing soccer, which for all you sports fans, that'd be cool. But that is leaving today, so Goldbound will be gone today. So get it while you can. Moving down, we have the Battle Ready section. More, I believe she came back. She was in the heist when they did the heist.
Yes.
Yeah, that little burglar person. But she's not leaving today. But the ones on there are leaving today. I didn't even see these guys.
Really?
No, I didn't see Capper. I didn't see Capper here. And the escape
pretty
artist.
cool.
Yeah, Alias. Did I see Alias? I remember. I think I remember seeing Alias.
I do remember seeing him before.
Okay, so I might have just, but Capper looked a little different to me. I don't know why. I probably overlooked her. But you have Mal over here from Fire and Brimstone. He's also leaving today too. The little like after school student vampire devilish guy ish.
It reminds me very much of like the devil's son is like going to college.
Right.
He gives me very much that vibe.
I have to go to school, Dad. Yes, you need education and torment them people. Okay. Because school is torture, apparently. You have some scuba divers here. Some other guys in some really cool, like, military outfits. And then scrolling down. Ooh, who is she? Bachi?
Yes, she looks so cool.
She looks like the Marvel character Katana. Like, almost exact, except for, like, the mask is different. She looks really cool. I like her.
Me too.
She looks really cool. Crimson Elite looks alright too.
Yes.
He looks really cool. Actually, you know what? No. Because I'm gonna say it and you're gonna laugh.
What?
Reminds me of Battle.
Oh.
Sorry.
He does, now that you say it. Oh,
It clicked in my head and it ruined it immediately for
no,
me.
That's all I'm gonna see now. I can't anymore.
I saw it immediately. It's a mask. It's the mask and the hat. I saw it and I was like, oh no. If it ruined it for me, I had to ruin it for you. I'm sorry.
I will say, Oleander gives me Shigo vibes.
Yeah.
She is very much like Shigo to me.
Or Lady Deathstrike actually too. Maybe a little different outfit, but like her claws are very Lady Deathstrike. She's the equivalent of Wolverine, pretty much. Like her nails pretty much extend and like claw people up. But she was part of the Weapon X program.
She's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
really like her.
she likes her. She really likes her. Like she's like, ooh, yeah.
Oh, no, I really do.
She likes. I like the green too. I'm not gonna lie. The green is pretty dope, and her outfit's pretty cool. But yeah, so we're gonna
But
move.
also too with the mask, give me very much.
But she's pretty without the mask
Mortal
too.
Kombat,
Yeah.
where they have the mask.
Yeah. Except like when hers come off, you don't see like those large like I'm gonna eat your soul type of mouth that they normally have. Yeah. The femme version of like Sub-Zero and Scorpion, pretty much.
Yeah.
But apparently they're not even like closely related to them or something like that. But Mortal Kombat logic, it's not me. But some of these victory vibes, these emotes are leaving today. Actually, all of them. You have some of them that are like team, like you get two people to do it with you and stuff like that. But they look pretty nice. I like some of them. They're pretty right. But
I love watching some of the characters, the skins doing them.
Right.
They look so funny.
like what?
It doesn't fit the skin,
Right.
but it's hilarious. I just want to watch them over and
Like
over.
you have Cell from DBZ over here doing like Roar. He looks so masculine, but
Or
so
what's
like.
the one you have, the alien?
Oh, the xenomorph. Yeah,
Yes,
when he does.
some of them, I'm like, that doesn't fit, but it does,
No.
and it's so funny.
He should be terrifying, but he's not.
Yeah,
Because
it
he's
makes me
dancing.
not scared of him, but I'm like, you are terrifying still.
Right. Kind of like I'm playing with you. Like, look, I can do this cute dance, and then we have Snow Strike and her
She
bundle.
is pretty cool.
She
too.
is. She's pretty cool.
I don't know if anyone can tell, I do have a slight fascination with female skins because they just look like badass
Yeah,
ladies.
they
and
do.
I can't help it.
And it's not like your regular, because I know like this is a RPG. I don't even know what word to use, but it's kind of like most of the time when you get female characters, or like you create your own character and you get in an RPG game or like an open world game. Some games you can create your own character or a female character, and you can equip different armor. 9 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10, most games will have them have less armor than like the males.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of women are like, hey, like we're smart too. We want to gear up just like them. Like we're not gonna go in like in a broad piece armor and be like, my defense went up 400. How? Like it's not.
Right. I have way less armor on. The only
Right.
thing the only thing covered is my butt and my boots, and that's it.
Right, but like it's equivalent to like someone being fully clothed in fur.
Right.
So, but yeah, but that's kind of like, and again, I feel like Fortnite does it because again, children.
Right.
But
Children
they,
do play this game.
right, they do make them like so good though. Like the outfits that the women have, like that they have on here, are pretty cool.
Right.
She's like a she reminds me of like a snow Batman. Just because her glider. Look at her glider. Actually, you know what? That seems more like Moon Knight. She's like a snow Moon Knight. But anyways, she looks really good. I like. Oh, I didn't even see this before. Her ancient blade.
Her blade is so cool.
What? It reminds me of Devil May Cry. For some
You
reason.
were throwing out names I have no
I'm sorry.
idea.
I'm such a nerd. I played so many. I think you would like Devil May Cry. It's hack and slash. It's a lot of.
Yeah?
There, he does use guns too, but like. You know how in Assassin's Creed you can like edit your feats and
Yeah.
stuff like that? You can literally put all your points into like the melee aspect and just play the whole game like that.
Right.
Or like some people do both. They try to divide it between like his shooting aspect and his melee, but like you can literally do both. I think that'd be something that you would be able to like. Oh, I'm vibing out with it. There's no like main girl character. It's just him. It's just Dante. But he's.
That's why I like
shirtless.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because I got the option to choose
Yeah.
that I wanted to be a girl.
Which was straight, and I again, I've never played Odyssey. I played the first 3 Assassin's Creed, and when you told me, like, when you were playing it, I just jumped in and I saw you just, playing as a girl. I was like, oh, it's a female this time, and you're like, no, like, I was able to choose.
Right.
Because, like, all your features and stuff, it's the male version of the assassin.
Right.
And all of them, they display the moves, it's the guy, not,
Right.
like, your female character. But even to, like, the name, like, I bet, like, when you do the male version, they're not going to be calling him Cassandra.
No, it's Alexios,
Interesting. That is pretty interesting. So,
which is actually Cassandra's brother.
right,
in
I was
the
going to
game.
say, so it doesn't
And
switch
I
it
had
then.
to kill him.
So maybe in the other, like, when
I
you're the
think if you're
male.
the guy, she is the one you need to kill, because they're tied together.
Right. Sorry, we're nerding out about Assassin's Creed for a little bit. I'm wondering if, like, the storyline's a little different, too.
I don't know. A lot of the stuff, though, it does kind of give me, like, all they do is just substitute, like, the name.
Right.
And, like, the pronouns. That's it.
Interesting. I know some games, like Mass Effect's a big one that does that. Mass Effect, depending on what shepherd you are. If you're a femme shepherd, then they pretty much switch it out. But if you're a male shepherd, now the only way that the two genders come into play as far as differences in who you can romance in the game.
Right.
But I feel like in Assassin's Creed it didn't
It's
matter.
whoever, yeah.
Right. Which again, I know that's becoming more popular. Like as Mass Effect progressed, you were able to like romance male or female. But there were specific characters in Mass Effect that no, this one only swung that way and this one only swung this way.
Right.
But like in Assassin's Creed, as from watching you play it, it didn't seem like it didn't matter
Right.
what gender you
But
were.
also, too, we're talking about ancient Greece, and everyone was doing everybody.
Right. Greece was different. But we're gonna jump back into
You're
the
gonna
item
tell me
shop.
that some of those men on those ships.
Yeah, they were. Well, Christopher Columbus loved manatees.
Manatees.
Mermaids. They were manatees, sir. But anyways, getting a little too off topic, which is fine. ADHD for both of us. So the kicks section, I love Vans. My brother would love this. Josh, he loves Vans, so he probably has like one of these, probably. But I'm looking at the Sora feet.
I know, I figured you
The
were.
Saurus feet. They look cool. The dinosaur ones are pretty dope. I like them.
I will
would get
say,
them.
I'm a girl, so you would think I would lean more towards like the pink and the orange shoes.
Right.
Personally, I would probably go more for the blue and the green ones.
Yeah?
Just because.
The Nike Air ones?
Yeah.
They look the DN8. I guess that's like a DNA.
I do really like those. The pink is cool too, but I like that the blue and the green ones have more black on them.
Right.
Because I do generally wear more black. than
Yeah,
white.
we do too. We're black clothes wearers. We're trying to get off of that. We're trying to.
Yeah, I need to venture into colors. But
But
if you were to see our closet,
yeah, it's black.
it's black and gray.
Black and gray. There's some pink because of the curvy shirts we got.
Yeah, but even those, like, I don't wear those out.
No, those are
for
like
bed.
home stuff, yeah.
Those are to go to sleep.
But we're gonna go down to the jam tracks and some music over here. We have Guns and Roses here. We have, yeah. We have some good. We have actually some good. Nicki Minaj jumped in here. I know she was in here before, but this is a different track of hers.
Right.
Sabrina Carpenter is still thrown in her mix and stuff like that. The Beastie Boys.
I think Sabrina Carpenter's in this a lot because currently she's pretty popular.
Right. Well,
If
I
I'm
mean.
not mistaken, I think she might still be on tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's why. That's why they had that whole Sabrina Carpenter
Right.
like section.
Yeah, that she was the featured artist. Because I know
Yeah.
Fortnite does that. They'll have a featured artist, and she was there for a while.
Yeah.
And again,
she was like actively on tour. That's why. And then she might still be, or it might be like ending it soon.
Right. See, I didn't know Sabrina Carpenter until I played Fortnite, and I'm like, baby, who's this? And you're like, oh, you don't know? And even Ethan was like, you don't know?
I must say, like, I like the skin. The skin was adorable.
Yeah.
Because it's her.
I got murdered
she's
by
just
Sabrina
really
Carpenter.
Cute. Right, she's just cute, dainty little girl.
Right.
Like dainty, not even little girl. She's a lady. She's a woman. But she's just cute. She's petite. She's just little, like, real feminine. So the skin, of course, was super cute.
Right.
But I will say, not my favorite part. That like every time you kill someone, she would just dance. I mean,
Right.
Like, that.
I think that was something instituted as far as like emote wise. Like players were doing that. I don't think it
Are
was
you
like
sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I heard that it wasn't, but
We can
didn't-
deep dive it and
but I
then kind of
didn't
bring it
play
back.
So I didn't. I don't have.
Right,
her
because that'd be
skin.
weird too. Like every time you kill a character, she did. Because again, something like Blitz, you don't got time to dance.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You
That's
do a little
why I
dance,
didn't
you're
like
done.
it.
Yeah. So I wonder maybe if just players were doing it, just be like, look, I'm cute, you got killed by an artist and whatever, or like, because if that's a legit mechanic for the featured artist, like as part of like their skin, that's pretty weird. Now I do know they have specific emotes geared to different skins. Like for example, the Goku one, Vegeta one, you can get the emotes to power up, like oh, I'm charging up. But for them, because they have the different Saiyan modes, you can actually like trigger them in gameplay.
Right.
So like normally it'll just be like, okay, for example, the Frieza skin, if I wanted to do Frieza Gold, I'd have to like log out and then switch to Frieza Gold, versus like if I wanted to do Ultra Instinct for Goku and I'm regular Goku, I just power it up until I can get Ultra Instinct. So, but that I found that's pretty. Again, those are like in-game mechanics for some skins. Like Goku and Vegeta were the only ones that you can do that. Again, Cell, you had regular Cell and then you had Perfect Cell. I can't switch from regular Cell to Perfect Cell in-game. I'd have to log out, pick the new skin, and then log back in. But Vegeta and Goku were able to power up and switch their essentially Saiyan level for that. So I wonder maybe if that's like a weird mechanic they did for Sabrina Carpenter.
Right.
Where like, okay, she got a kill and then she danced. But again, I feel like that's a lot distracting too at the same time. But so yeah, but we're gonna keep moving on. Actually, that might be the TikTok streamer.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because it looks very similar to her calling tag on TikTok. So
Yes, I don't know.
you're famous. But yes, we to kind of, she got a message on her Fortnite saying that someone wanted to invite her to play. But in response to that, my response was we do stream. So I guess it was one of the people that, you know, watching her live stream and wanted to kind of like join her and stuff like that. So she streams on Twitch, I stream on TikTok, and then we stream together on TikTok or wherever we can stream on. We do a couple of different games. But those are plugins for the end of the show. But to finish up this little jam track here, we have Pitbull over here. We have Kendrick Lamar, and some other pretty good artists in here that I want to just give a little
Red
shout
Hot
out
Chili
to.
Peppers.
Ooh, where's that one? Oh yeah. They have them, and of course, Fall Out Boy is in here too. Why not? And then,
Biggie.
ooh, Biggie. Nice. We love Biggie. Biggie's R.I.P. But we have Lewis Hamilton here. Do you
Oh
know?
my god, look at his back thing. His little back bling.
Where's his?
No,
Oh,
wait,
this?
no.
No, that's his
No.
glider.
Go over.
Oh, I see it.
And wait. Because it is his dog.
It's his dog.
It is the
In a little like
cutest
rocket
thing.
ship suit thing.
That is adorable.
I don't know who Lewis Hamilton is, by the way. Maybe you can educate me.
I don't either.
Huh. Google Magic. Or, someone tell us who he is. I'm assuming he's some kind of artist. We're gonna search it up right now.
Yeah,
Excuse our lack of knowledge.
You keep talking.
But, I like his, Slipstream Surfer here. And his dog's on the surfer, too. That is adorable. I like it. Maybe he's a race driver?
He is.
He's a race. I only saw it because it says Race Day Flair for the gun skin. So he's a race driver. Nice.
He's a British racing driver.
Ooh. Also, too, the suit gave it away. Look at his suit. It
Yeah,
reminds
he
me.
competes in Formula One for Ferrari.
Ooh. Hey.
So he likes
Look
to
at
go
that.
fast.
Yeah. Look at. I mean, I like his suit. Reminds me of the Flash. Very Flash vibes.
Yes.
Very, very Flash vibes. Then, of course, our featured artist is Bruno Mars. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering too. Hold on, maybe in his bundle it'll say, or in his skin. No, because I'm wondering if because again, you said Sabrina Carpenter, like when she made a kill, she did a little dance afterwards. I wonder, I'm trying to see if there's any indication of that, like in his emote, like hey after, or will trigger or something like that. I'm thinking it's people doing it on their own.
Maybe.
But again, in Blitz, you have no time to do that, unless people think they do. But, yeah, Bruno Mars is here, and some of his awesome songs with some other featured artists and stuff like that. So, Uptown Funk, of course, is one of his popular ones in 24K Magic. So you have those tracks you can get too, which, again, I spoke about this before, but these the music tracks, and the music that the feature artist put out can be used for the gameplay main stage, which is pretty much kind of like a Rock Band and Guitar Hero kind of thing. So I want to try it with you one day, just kind of and it's just button smashing pretty much, but it's like, you like hold A down and then hold B and A together and then all that, but you got to do it in sync with the buttons coming down. So it's again Rock Band and Guitar Hero pretty much. But yeah, main stage is pretty cool. So all these tracks and stuff like that are pretty much for that use. But we're gonna go down to the other aspect of Fortnite, which is the cars.
Ooh,
That is
very sexy
I
car.
like that Lamborghini. Animated decals. Oh,
Ooh.
that's pretty cool.
I will say I do like that one because it looks like it's frozen.
Yeah, and the decals are they're moving. They're
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I like
it has
that.
LED lights.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's awesome. But these also too with these cars, again, I just thought they were just something fun you can jump into for when you're playing Battle Royale, which I don't think we really did, but in Battle Royale you can jump into vehicles.
Yeah, I know I did.
Yeah, we didn't really play Battle Royale that much, but you can jump into vehicles, and when you jump into the vehicles, they switch over to whatever vehicle you bought. You can set it up in your locker. But I thought all these cars were just for that until, which I have to release that episode. I had my brother on the show, and he plays Rocket League, the regular game, and the Fortnite one, and all these cars you buy on here are used in Rocket League, which is pretty cool. So again, that's why they're having so many accessories. I'm like, man, this is a lot of work for just jumping in the car in the middle of the game and having that change. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. So if you guys want a racing aspect of Fortnite, jump on Rocket League and check that out. And again, it's by Epic Games. So, but yeah, all these cars are for that you see advertised in the item shop. But we're now coming to the end of it. We're gonna look at the Crew Pass and Battle Pass in a bit, but we have some of these special offers here. Some Lego stuff here. This cactus guy, he looks pretty cute. Like a little bandit cactus guy. I know you said you liked the Magma one. The Magma pack was pretty cool. And then we have the Summer Legends pack. You got Batman still here. He's leaving today. The Batman Cape Crusader pack and the Last Laugh bundle is leaving today. Which, not the first time they've left the item shop. They've had them before. Because Aiden has the Laugh Last bundle.
Yes.
I actually have the Batman Who Laughs, and he wanted that one, but he got that one instead. So, and then you got the Sane Academy, and then the Graffiti Revolution, which reminds me, once again, I'll say it again, Jet Set Radio. And yes, that was the inspiration for the S4 Night Radio show. But yeah, so this is the item shop. This is all we have, and of course, not Batman. I always say Batman. It's not Batman. Superman. He is still waiting. Actually, he should be unlocked tomorrow. So everyone that's been waiting, he should be unlocked July 11th. And I do like the comic book version of Superman better. Do you agree? Yes or no?
Let me see them both.
So you have this one. And I think this is going to be focusing more on the movie.
Right.
And then you have the comic book one.
I do like the comic book ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, he saved a little.
Yeah, he saved the little llama.
Oh
The little
God, that
pinata.
was so cute.
Pinata llama. That's kind of like Fortnite's like mascot, is the pinata
Right.
llama. So, Sky, off you go. Bye-bye. But yeah, which ironically, and I think Ethan had said it too, tomorrow, the Superman movie drops in theaters.
Yes.
So it's funny that Superman is released on the same day that the movie.
That's why they did it.
Right. That's because again, there was a little buzz that Superman was supposed to be released before the 11th, and a lot of people were kind of upset, like, "Oh, why is it being pushed back?" They probably pushed it back for the movie release, which I know when Star Wars dropped, people expected it to be. Ooh, the wings look nice. People expected Star Wars to drop on May 4th. It actually dropped May 2nd, which is not bad. But they want to prepare it for like the Star Wars week, essentially, or 3 days of Star Wars. But enough nerding about the item shop. We are going to take a little break for the end of the show. So hang tight and stay tuned. All right, and we're back here at the end of the show, and we're going to be going over some other things, maybe getting a little off topic. Hopefully we'll stay on topic, but we've played a lot of games on Fortnite, because again, I know you weren't all about the pew 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 and shooting. So we've tried several games. I know we've tried Lego Odyssey. Ironically enough, we tried Lego Odyssey. That was pretty different. That was like a survival game too. And for us playing Grounded, it was very, very much familiar ground.
Right.
Because there's a lot of
survival.
Right.
We build stuff. We needed to collect items.
Right. We did try Lego Brick Life, and you kind of were in.
I'm not a big fan. I preferred Lego Odyssey over Lego Brick Life. To me, it just felt like it gave you, oh, well, you need to go get a job, you need to do this, you need to do that, which, I mean, fine. But when I went to go, my job,
Right.
whatever I selected, it doesn't like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's just, you're just standing in the building. You could
Right.
be literally running in circles, and that's your job.
It kind of reminded me of Sims a little bit.
Right. Again, I know a lot of people are really big fan of Sims.
Right.
I'm not.
I love Sims. I love Sims on the PC because I can hack it to my life's content. So, and there's different moderations you can do for Sims, any of the Sims pretty much once you get on PC, and that's why I love Sims, because I was able to put in those hacks. If I wanted, because again, you'd have to do certain things depending on what Sims you were getting into to get kidnapped by an alien.
Right.
For me, because I knew the cheat codes and whatever, I would just type it in. A couple minutes later, my character was abducted, and he came back down, and he was pregnant. So, oh my god.
You just love aliens.
Yes.
You just want the aliens so
And
bad.
my male character, which was kind of a representation of me, No, I was doing the superheroes. I was doing like a superhero thing. And Barry Allen gave birth to a baby. And again, the baby was green. It was a green baby because he got abducted by aliens because he was all into stars and spacey and made him a nerd and he was a scientist. And I was like, oh, you can trigger it? Cool. Like I didn't need to like get up all those ranks, and I did it. And he got abducted and came back like a couple hours later, and there's a little chime that that you hear when they would woohoo and get the person pregnant, and he came back a couple hours, ding, 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 and I was like, who's pregnant? And then he's like, and hold his stomach. I was like, Barry Allen got abducted and he got pregnant. I was like, what happened up there? And he had a little PTSD from it, I think, because he would like shiver sometimes. But yeah, to bring it back full circle to Fortnite, I thought it'd be more like Sims, or it kind of was in a way, but like nearly not as much fun in my opinion. Also too, I think it was just, and I think you would agree too, it's too busy. Yeah. It was just like, I don't think your forte is like mass multiplayer online games.
No.
Because I had you try Elden Scrolls, and like you were fine, and you're like, whoa, what was that? And I was like, oh, that's another player. You're like, and I'm done. Yeah. So it was just kind of like, because they interrupt, and essentially that's what Elden Scrolls Online is. Like, you have your moments, but like if you go in a dungeon, an open dungeon, people can do that dungeon, or they're in the middle of doing a dungeon, you gotta wait. Like, oh, I was supposed to kill the boss, and now he's dead. I gotta wait now. But I kind of felt like, even for me, like liking those kind of games, like the MMOs, I felt like Brick Life was just too much. It was just too many people. Again, I'm driving and I get into like a head-on collision with this car, and then he's just driving around me, and I'm like, bro, like we don't call the police or nothing?
I was driving a car and then someone just stepped on top of my car, and I was like, bro, I will hit you.
They're like,
apparently it doesn't bother you. You just stand on top of my car.
Right. They're like, we're hitching a ride. We need to go to work too. So.
Right.
But yeah, Brick Life wasn't.
I drove it into water.
Oh, did you? You tried to drown the person? Baby. You drove the person in water. Oh no, that is horrible. Funny, but horrible. But yeah, it kind of. So now that I think about it, because again, thinking back of the girls playing it, it's like Fortnite's version of Roblox.
Right.
Because Roblox is very MMO, and like you just run into people. You can do like your private servers, especially for like the little kids. But like I felt like that's what Brick Life was. Odyssey was better, because it was that survival thing. But like Odyssey, again, when we went to the battle bus, it allowed us to transport to Expedition.
Right.
But like once you found out like what the description was, you're like, not for me. Like I don't kind of want to jump into that, because again, it's a lot of the shooting and a lot of the pew pew.
Yeah.
Which again, that's a little off for Legos in general, because I played all the Lego games, like the Star Wars ones, the Harry Potter ones, and stuff like that. And playing Odyssey reminded me a lot of those Lego games. Just the fact that like I didn't need to collect material and then build. Like it was an open world version of Lego, which Lego does have a game. I believe my dad played it. I think it's called Lego World, and essentially it's kind of the same thing. Like you kind of have to do tasks to like get to the other planet. But that's how Odyssey was, and I kind of liked it. I think I might jump into it again. But I love this game. You do not, or you don't like it as much. The Kraken.
I'm not a big fan.
I'm a huge fan.
I do want to give it another try, because you did say that there's more to it.
Right.
But I know when we get there, you're just like, let's fight the Kraken. I'm like, I don't want to fight the Kraken.
Right. Which I've said on the other podcast too, and when I do like, again, we're not sponsored by them. I just love the game that much. It's my way of kind of like earning XP really quickly and like mowing down zombies. But like, again, in order to get to that level, we have to do the task. Kind of like your favorite right now is Valhalla 2.
Oh, yes.
You love Valhalla 2 in Fortnite.
Which essentially kind of is like the Kraken,
right,
where you are just going nuts on some zombies. But you're trying to get to other worlds.
Right. And I think that's like, you're like, well, in your own words, explain to me like what made Valhalla 2 better than the Kraken in your opinion.
I like don't know. I feel like the zombies, like, there's not just zombies.
Right.
Like, there's wolves, there's, like, again, haven't really played the Kraken all that much, so I don't fully know what zombies are there.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that in Valhalla 2, so when you're in the first, like, the human realm,
Right.
you have your standard zombies.
Right.
When you move to the next world or realm, then the zombies definitely get harder.
Right. They just kind of like they up the ante a little bit.
Right. And then when you get to the next one, they're even harder.
Right.
And I like that it is more of that challenge.
Right.
Again, haven't played the Kraken that much to really compare, but I'm willing to dive into it again
Okay.
to maybe see,
Right.
but not focusing on the Kraken as much.
Or just killing zombies.
Right.
Because again, essentially both of them are.
Will say I do like the fact that it does help you level up.
Yes.
Because I went from a 22, level 22,
Right.
mind you, and now I'm almost to level 40.
Right.
And that was just playing Valhalla 2.
Right. Which essentially is what my version of the Kraken is. Like your version for like leveling up quickly would be like Valhalla 2. Like that's your game because you're having fun
Right.
and you're leveling up.
Right.
Versus like the Kraken, that's how it was for me. Like, oh, I'm having fun, I'm mowing down zombies, and I'm doing missions. But again, I've played enough of the Kraken to level up in the game where like I think it's running out of missions to give me. Versus like Valhalla 2 kind of has more of a general storyline.
Right. Okay, so I will also say that I am a sucker for Valhalla 2 because of the Typhoon sword. That sword is by far my favorite weapon
They're all of Fortnite.
through all of Fortnite.
You love stabby. It is pretty great. It is pretty nice. When they bring back the regular battle royale, or maybe I don't know if they're ever instituted again, but it was in battle royale at one point, and
If I could buy just that weapon and equip it for every game I play, I would.
I bet you would. I mean, I don't even know if it was in the boss week. No, I don't think the Typhoon sword was in there. Because again, I really don't know if it's a boss weapon. I'm not sure. I'd have to deep dive that. But I know when I was playing during the Godzilla stuff, and a little bit before the Godzilla arc, Aiden was fiending for that weapon all the time.
Right.
And he knew exactly where to get it or where the spots were, which was that little ring of rose bushes or whatever, that little circle on the battle royale map. Pretty much where that samurai guy would hang out.
Right.
One of the samurai bosses would hang out. And you didn't necessarily need to defeat him. You just open a chest and probably get lucky. But also the other samurai fort, all the way up the map, towards the right corner. You could also try to find it there too, but a lot of people land it, which is why he landed in the other one. But yeah, he would fiend for that sword all the time. He was like, no, we gotta get this. And then of course, him being the lovable kid he is, like, Samurai, you can have it. I'm like, because your name is Samurai and you should have this sword. But he would get it quick. If he was soloing and going by himself. And a lot of times if he opened a chest and he found it, Samurai, I found the sword. But you can have it. I'm like, no, you found it there.
You want it,
right?
You take it.
Yeah, and again, you opened that chest, you got there first, you defeated the people that were around to get it. Or if someone dropped it, you'd be like, Samurai, someone dropped the sword. Do you want it? I'm like, no, I got here and you murdered these 3 people. So
Right.
you can't. I was just your backup. And I'm like, Aiden, wait. And he's like, no. Samurai, there's a sword here. I'm like, okay, it's yours. And he's like, no, but I want to give it to you. I'm like, no, you rock out with it. But yeah, he would agree with you, is what I'm trying to say in short term.
He did play Valhalla 2 with me. And
Yeah, he loved this sword.
He
He
loved
loved
that sword. Does some damage.
it. It does. It is one of the I believe favorite weapons in Fortnite. It's damaging too. It does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
It does. But to compare the Kraken and Valhalla 2, they essentially do the same thing. You do because there are quests in the Kraken.
Right.
Now, what I found in the Kraken, and again, this is what I said. I think they're running out of quests to give me. I've repeated quests several times. Like, it's like they give you quests, and again, they probably updated the game. They probably changed it a little bit because, again, I hadn't played it for a while. Jumped in, and to summon the Kraken, it was just a little like chest, and now it's a little trident. But like, so again, I know the updating, and I know like the Krakens themselves too. It was just one Kraken.
Right.
And now it's like, again, we tried the fire one, we tried to fight the ice one, and horribly died.
Yeah,
the
I
fire one was a lot
Kraken
easier
even
than
shows up.
yeah. Oh, that happened too. But the ice one was a lot more difficult.
I was like, can I go to the edge? Whoop, right
Yeah,
over.
it fell over. What happened in Valhalla 2 when we were fighting the snake?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you fall off the map, you're done. But now I do know Valhalla 2 also updates their game too, because that lava section we went to, that boss in there, they recently added that, and it says it in the game.
Right.
New boss added, and I was like, ooh, so they probably added that realm like not too long ago.
Right.
Which is pretty cool. So now that's like 3 places we can go to.
Right.
And of course, like we kind of like skipped over the missions for a little bit, because well also too, what I like about Valhalla is you need to level up to like further on with some of the things.
Right. I'm at in Valhalla 2. I'm at a level 13. I need to be 15 to
right.
get into the one area.
Right, and then continue the missions, and
Yeah.
that's why I kind of say Valhalla 2 is
That's-
more like
Yeah.
story driven. Yeah, and then the Kraken is kind of like it does missions, and eventually, like I think once I leveled up a little bit, but I found myself repeating some of the missions in the Kraken, and I'm like, I already did this, but oh well, I want that legendary gun, so I did the missions and so on and so forth. But we're gonna close out. We talked about, you know.
Oh, there was one more game before we end this.
Ooh, okay, you
that
talk now.
I would really like to talk about because it is the cutest
Oh, I know which
game
one.
that I think I've ever played. It is by Fall Guys. It is the Super Park 4 150 plus level.
Obi?
It says Obi, but I think they mean like Robbie? I don't know. But anyways, by Fall Guys, it takes your character. It's one of the Fall Guys games. Takes your character and turns you into this cutest little blobby
Fall guy.
Fall Guy. It is the cutest thing, and your character, you were this scary, look like this demon.
Oh, I forgot what his
thing,
name is.
But he's got bright red
Right.
skin, and he has this big beard. It's long. He's got his hair. It's white, and it's just like he throws it up. It looks like dreads in
Right.
the game, and he throws them up in just like a bun in the back of his head. But you as a Fall Guy look like a little granny, and it was the
A little old angry red
with
granny.
her gray hair in a bun, and the way we run is we're leaned back,
Yeah.
and we are
It's like
waddling.
frantic.
Yes, and we are waddling. You cannot sprint, but you can jump.
Right.
And when you jump, your hands
Like
goes in
Mario.
the air, just like Mario. And I just wish that they'd be like, woohoo!
Yeah,
But
every single
copyright, they
time.
probably can't.
Right, because they threw in a lot of other, like I peeped the little Sonic
Yes,
the little
I
islands they did.
Did see that one
Minecraft they threw in there too.
too. I do like, yeah, that in here they put Minecraft. They had Sonic as little coins.
Right.
They had what was the other one that they had? They had what was the other one that they had? Oh, Squid Games.
Squid
where they
Games.
had the coin, or
Yeah, the little
cookie
the
things.
triangle and
Yeah.
the squares
The
on
little,
the yeah.
things that they had to carve out in
Right.
Squid Games that we had to jump on. It is surprisingly harder
Right.
than you think it is.
Yeah, it's
You think, oh, this is going to be the easiest thing.
easiest little cute game. You
It
know.
is so hard because some of the stuff there's just a crease in the wrong spot,
Right.
and you hit that, you're falling.
Yeah, or like, oh, I can walk on this and you just drop.
Yeah. Didn't know that there was a big
Yeah.
hole right there.
But there's checkpoints, which is nice.
Yes, so you will start where.
Right, wherever you collect that checkpoint. And then the logo thing. How wrong were we with most of those logos?
I'm like, oh, it's this one.
There's this.
Nope.
there's a section where like in order to progress you need to like walk through like the correct logos. So to give you like 2 pictures, one left, one right, and then like you had to just like pick the right logo, and it'd be like the Apple icon for like all Apple products, but like reversed. And I was like, no, the Apple bite is on this side, and I was totally wrong. And she's like, really? I was like, I don't know anything about Apple. Like I don't buy any Apple products, but like. Again, some of them are easy, like the Xbox One was just flipped upside down,
Right.
and so on and so forth.
Snapchat, the logo was
Right.
upside down. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah, but then some of them were hard, like if you don't like again
The
that
Oreo one.
yeah, that Oreo one,
you could not tell until you were up close, ready to
and the
walk
TikTok
through it.
one too.
Yeah, to where like, oh, this one has 2 lines, this one only
Right,
has 1.
because that TikTok one was just a matter of like the red and blue being shifted up and the red and blue being shifted down. I was
Right.
like, oh, I'm on TikTok a lot. I just don't pay attention to the logo that
Right.
much. And it was pretty cute. It's called Super Parkour 150 plus level obby. Cool, but yeah, it's cute. It's by Sprit EBA. Sprit EBA, EBA, and that's the creator of it.
Spriteba?
Spriteba.
It's S for anyone that wants to play. This I'm gonna spell it. It's SPRITEBA.
Cute. It is cute, and
It's
if
adorable.
it's parkour, it's what they consider like death runs, and it's really cute. And again, a lot of people play it. A lot of people jumped on it, and it got a lot of attention because it got our attention. So
Yeah, it is super.
yeah, it's part of like that Fall Guys section that you click on and you can just like. But yeah, so I will say also about the skins, because again, it turned my masculine red, lava devil guy into like this little granny, red skinned granny. Not all Fortnite skins turn into the Fall Guy. Kind of like I noticed like in the Lego games, not all skins turn into like the Lego characters, the little Lego figurines. So same thing for this one. If not, it'll give you like a generic regular Fall Guy, but you can still play as that character. It's just generic and regular. But yeah, it was a cute little game. It was pretty cute. It was a cute little game. Anything else you want to sign off with before we go, as far as like any other games you want to give a shout out to, or anything else I might have missed?
No. I think you covered it all.
Nice. I think we've covered it all.
Yeah.
But thanks for tuning in, guys. We are going to come here to a close. Thank you once again for participating with me, Helena. It's lovely to hear your voice and to have you on the podcast.
It was lovely to be here.
Yes, and of course we're gonna have you on more often. But for now, we will say adieu and see you guys later. And I'm gonna sign off with the outro. Thanks for listening to the S4 Night Radio podcast. Catch us on our Facebook at facebook.com/JATF podcast. Also, join us on the Fumbling for Discord network so you can keep updated with everything Fortnite and everything going on with us. I am Samurai once again. Peace out. Catch you guys later. Thanks for listening to the S4 Night Radio podcast. Catch us on our Facebook at facebook.com/JATF podcast. Also, join us on the Fumbling for Discord network so you can keep updated with everything Fortnite and everything going on with us. I am Samurai once again. Peace out. Catch you guys later.